Wouldn't do for an actual Stanley Cup, but I guess we'll have to take this as a consolation prize.
It's a cute story. You'll have to wait to see that
I
again.
can't
6:45 DVR. It's going to be good.
Welcome in, everybody. 6:01. Jason and Alicia here with you on a rainy morning. Let's get right over to John for a look at what's happening outside right now, John.
Yeah, it is raining right now, raining good, and we're going to see this actually pick up here as we go throughout the morning. And there are some bands of actually heavier, I was going to say snow. No. That's that one actually moved through the metro a while ago. It's moving pretty quick. That's in Sandstone right now. This is where I think we're going to see the most rain today, actually. Brainerd area, Little Falls is starting to pick back up. I think Brainerd, you're going to have a wet 3 or 4 hour period. Probably the spot that picks up the most today, about a ½ inch. But the Twin Cities is now getting into this, and I think from 6 o'clock through the 7 o'clock hour, that if you're leaving now, I do think you're going to have a very wet drive into work. If you want to wait it out, I think we could dry things out a little bit. But right now, you can see coming into the metro and Minnetonka, it is raining hard. That is going to start pushing up towards Blaine. Starting to rain. You see, this is kind of our last gap, and then we'll just pull in that more consistent downpour. So actual downtown Minneapolis is going to get a downpour here with the yellow. You see, it's starting to rain and more consistent rain. How I think the next hour plays out is heavy rain, light rain, heavy rain, and then it'll end at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll track the whole day out in your forecast.
John, thank you. As you mentioned Minnetonka, I wanted to pull up a traffic camera because this is a downpour. As you mentioned, Highway 7 at Woodland Road, a complete downpour. You can see with the stoplights there, the street lamps, the rain is just coming down. So plan accordingly because we're not used to the precipitation of any kind. It's been a while, so this is new to us here in Minnesota in this February. Rain showers this morning. No crashes, though, to report.
And we're actually getting a live look at the roads right now from our Mobile 11 out and about. Our photojournalist is on 494W. You can see those windshield wipers are going strong this morning, so just give yourself some extra time as you're heading out to work or to drop the kiddos off to school this morning. So the rain is causing even more headaches for organizers of the cross-country skiing World Cup.
Yeah, it's just not our year. With just over 8 days until it takes off in Minneapolis, they're missing an essential piece of the puzzle. Cece's at Theodore Wirth Park to explain. Good morning, Cece.
Good morning. So the event is next weekend, and as you can see around me, the weather really isn't cooperating. So organizers are really scrambling to try to preserve what's left of the snow out here. Here's why. Take a look at your screen. This is what the course looked like near the end of January when snow melts was still a concern too. And this is what it looks like now. So in order to make sure the event happens, organizers and volunteers are closing the park to skiing and other winter activities, shoveling away dirt and debris that could cause the snow to melt faster, making small trenches so that some of the water might pour off the tracks. They're also spreading out large blankets over the snow and trying to make snow too.
Our plan is as soon as the temperatures drop, hopefully on Friday, those guns will go on and we will make as much snow as fast as we can to fortify the thin parts of the course. It is just going to be a race against time.
So organizers have a little more than 8 days before tens of thousands of people are out here at the park, so they have a lot of work ahead of them. Guys.
Cece, thank you for that. Yeah, hoping for them to be able to make some snow here. On your screen, though, scan this QR code. You can get our KARE 11 weather app. It'll give you custom forecasts for your neighborhood, live radar, and it can track the rain as it's moving through this morning. Again, grab your phone, take it out, scan the QR code, or you can download it from your app store. Well, all eyes on Minneapolis City Hall this morning ahead of a high-stakes council meeting. In the next couple of hours, the council will vote on whether to overturn Mayor Frye's veto of the Gaza ceasefire resolution. Michelle is going to break down where the two sides stand right now. Michelle.
Yeah, the meeting is set to start at 9:30, and we're now learning that the vote will not happen until the very end. We already know that 9 council members previously voted to approve the resolution, and that is enough to override the mayor's veto. The resolution supports a permanent ceasefire in the Middle East, though the mayor thought it was one-sided. With past council meetings generating an outpour of interest, and what I found were hundreds of pages of public comment, both for and against the resolution, activists have been very vocal about their demands. They told me yesterday they'll again be making a presence before city leaders this morning at 9:30.
Fill in the blank. Without a ceasefire,
then the death continues, the oppression continues, the genocide continues, and the occupation of Palestine in Gaza continues. And there is no way for justice, or there is no road for peace for everyone without a ceasefire now.
So we'll be following the council meeting all morning long, and in the next 30 minutes, I'll tell you why activists believe in these local efforts for a global conflict.
Michelle Beck reporting from our newsroom. Thank you very much. Turning now to a breaking story developing in the last 6 hours out of St. Paul. We were on scene as crews put out a house fire on Buford Avenue. Our photojournalist on scene tells us there were several emergency responders at the house. It's unclear right now how much damage was done to the home or if anyone was hurt, but once we learn more, you'll be the first to know.
Well, 48 hours after a fire destroyed the Lutzen Lodge, they're now learning more about what happened and past violations of the longtime North Shore icon. All day yesterday, firefighters were busy putting out hot spots in the rubble, and now their focus is on how this fire started.
I'm Morgan Wolf. The state fire marshal is investigating the Lutzen fire. They released the most recent building inspection from July of 2023. 4 out of 7 violations were noted as repaired. The outstanding ones were around replacing an emergency light and providing recent sprinkler and fire alarm inspection reports. I spoke to the Lutzen Resort General Manager that says they believe that those were resolved within the last 6 months since that report came out. I did reach out to the state fire marshal's office to verify this and have not heard back yet from them. The investigator said that they are sifting through the rubble right now to review what could have caused this fire and will review business and financial reports too.
Time now 6:07 and developing this morning, Minneapolis police are trying to figure out how a man was hit and killed by a Hennepin County plow truck. Police say this happened near 2nd and Hennepin around 2:30 yesterday morning. Investigators say it appears the man walked in front of a slow-moving plow truck as it left the gas station parking lot, and by the time first responders arrived, the man was already dead. The plow driver is cooperating with police.
At 9 this morning, the Supreme Court is hearing a landmark case which could have a major impact on the 2024 presidential election. The justices will decide whether Colorado can exclude former President Donald Trump from the state's presidential primary ballot under the 14th Amendment. Colorado's state Supreme Court kicked him off, citing his role in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Trump's team argues there's no legal basis to block him from the ballot. Even if the high court rules against it, though, he will not be immediately disqualified from running. Instead, the issue will return to individual states.
After years of court battles, there's huge news this morning for the nearly 160,000 Minnesotans who need insulin.
I'm Kaya Edwards at the state capitol, where Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison announced a settlement agreement with a major insulin manufacturer. He says starting now, Minnesotans with or without insurance will be able to pay $35 per month for 5 years for insulin made by Eli Lilly. The company will also donate insulin to 15 Minnesota clinics. Those will be announced later. For more information, go to mninsulin35.org.
All right, 6:09 here on your Thursday. Another live look with Mobile 11 on what is a very rainy morning commute. Our photojournalist, Jack Stanek, is on Highway 5 near Chanhassen early this morning. We're watching, though, to see if the rain is going to cause any slick spots for your commute. So far, though, no crashes according to MnDOT. But again, something people aren't really used to, John. Middle of February, rain shower.